You've brought to the Roadshow this fantastic wrestling belt from
Yes.
Orville Brown and all these great photos. How did you get these?
I inherited them from my father, and so he inherited them from his father, who's my grandfather.
So tell us what you know about your grandfather.
Well, he was a really large guy, and he had lots of large friends. Unfortunately, I came along well after he was done wrestling.
He was a professional wrestler.
He was acting as a blacksmith. A promoter came by, and he said, "You should be wrestling," and so he started wrestling in western Kansas.
No kidding.
And from that, he got into the St. Louis market, and then from there he reached this pinnacle.
In the early days, wrestling had a number of federations and alliances and councils, so it was very hard to unify
Yes.
everyone. So what's interesting about this belt, this is National Wrestling Alliance,
Yes.
right? Now if you look here at this photo, the original belt says Midwest Wrestling Association, I do believe.
Yes.
And that's when your grandfather first won it,
Yep.
the Midwest Wrestling Association. So he won that title a number of times,
Yes.
but they were never unified until 1948. And they created the National Wrestling Alliance. And your grandfather was the first winner of the unified belt.
Yes.
Now what I'm guessing, Doug, is that they didn't have a lot of money in those days, so what they decided to do was redo this belt and put on, and you can see that this panel and this panel have been added.
Agreed.
And you can see it, by the way, also in this photo.
Yes.
Yeah, that's your grandfather there, right?
Right.
And this shows that he won in 1940. The loser does not look real happy.
No.
So your grandfather wins it in 1948. He holds it, he gets into this terrible crash in 49,
Yes.
and he's done.
Yes. And I remember that he telling me about how he broke the seat along with his wrestling companion, and they ended up going underneath a truck. And so as a result of being able to do that, at least they were not injured in the accident anymore.
So what did he do after that?
He did wrestling promotion for a while, and then in the 50s, I think he just retired totally.
Your grandfather was inducted into the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2005.
Yep.
This photo is your grandfather and your father?
Correct. My father ended up being a professional wrestler from 52 to 57.
And your grandfather promoted him?
Yes, he did.
And how did your father do?
He did very well, actually. For a little while, he held once again, it went back and forth, but he held the World Heavyweight Championship as well.
Wow, so your father and your grandfather, that's pretty impressive. I'm assuming that at this point your father was bigger than this.
A little larger,
Okay.
yeah, yes.
So how about you?
I have no athletic ability.
No wrestling.
No wrestling.
All right. Leave it to them. And this is part of a whole archive that you brought us. You have a
Yes.
scrapbook with all sorts of articles, you have photos, you have programs. The major piece is the belt, of course.
Okay.
But I'm going to price it all as an archive.
Okay.
I'd probably put an auction estimate of, say, $3,000 to $5,000 on it.
Okay.
But if you're going to keep it and insure it, I would insure it for at least $10,000.
Okay.
Do you feel like we have a winner here today?
I think we do.